Virginia leaders who helped draw attention to animal abuse concerns at Cumberland's Envigo breeding facility just a couple of years ago are weighing in on the facility's recent guilty plea, praising the justice system for its response. 8 News reporter Sierra Krug brings us what they had to say.
Earlier this week, Envigo leadership pleaded guilty to multiple violations of the Animal Welfare Act. They'll have to pay about a $35 million fine. Senator Tim Kaine called this historic as it's the largest fine to date for this type of case. When it comes to famous beagle lovers, Senator Tim Kaine giving Charlie Brown a run for his money. The senator's first dog was a beagle named Snoopy. Now here today, he holds up a picture of a beagle named after him.
I keep it on my desk.
But this isn't just any beagle.
This is one of the beagles that was adopted out of the Envigo facility.
This beagle, Tim, is one of 4,000 rescued from the Envigo breeding facility in Cumberland. Earlier this week, Envigo leadership pleading guilty to multiple animal welfare violations.
There was about any kind of animal abuse possible.
Leaders like Senators Mark Warner and Tim Kaine helped prompt federal intervention as suspicions arose about the facility a couple years back.
It was really slow going to get the federal government to act, but eventually Department of Agriculture and the DOJ did act.
Violations like serving contaminated food and water, overcrowding kennels, and euthanizing beagles without proper sedation. Since the facility was shut down, the beagles have been dispersed across the nation, many, like Captain Cuddles and Mila, ending up here in our community. But officials hope this was more than a story of justice. They hope it spurs change.
The attention that was gained nationally when finally there was this enforcement action against Envigo sends a really clear message to everybody that, okay, now we're going to start enforcing these rules and regulations, and you better run a facility that's a humane one.
The breeding facility also pleaded guilty to conspiring to knowingly violate the Clean Water Act. They're subject to a $35 million fine and 3 to 5 years probation.
There's a little bit of poetic justice that the company that was so abusive to these dogs are now going to have to pay the price.
Virginia leaders say they hope this example of accountability shows how seriously the justice system will respond to animal abuse cases like this moving forward. In Chesterfield, Sierra Krug, 8 News.